Hi there, thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. Today we are making this scarf. It's lacy and it's pink, and it's in aid of Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October in South Africa. And I think it's a beautiful gift that one can make and give to someone. I mean, it doesn't look as pink on the camera, but it definitely is a shocking pink. I think when you make this and you give this to a friend, one can say to this friend, you know, that this is a show of your support and love in a time when they really felt bad, and it was the worst time of their life, going through breast cancer and chemotherapy and all of that. And I know, you know, I'm no stranger to cancer. When you're finished with that period of your life, you really want to just shut the door and move on. But take the good things with you and just forget about the bad. And this is part of the good. It should be like a monument to you to show. And when you look at it, you say, this reminds me that in my worst time, there were people who loved and cared for me and supported me. So this is what this is about. It is 12 little granny squares of lace that we are putting together, and it makes a beautiful scarf. And yes, this is what this tutorial is about. And if you want to wear this in the colder months, when you need a warmer than cotton, by all means substitute, use even a chunky shocking pink like this, still in how do you say, in support of breast cancer awareness, but in winter in a thicker yarn. So yes, join me as we make this and enjoy it, gift it to someone, and enjoy this pink love. Let's get going. The yarn we're using today is Cartopu Organica. It is 100%, I don't know if you can see, let's see, focused, mercerized Egyptian cotton. Fancy, fancy. Approved for babies. Oh, that is fantastic. 50 grams, 125 meters. And they recommend a hook size 2 to 2.5, but we are using a 3. A hook number 3 and 3 millimeters. And what else? Color is K245. It doesn't give a number, but this is a lovely shocking pink, like they use in October month to support breast cancer. So this is the yarn that we're using, and we use 3 of these. Exactly, you're going to use exactly 2 and then some more of the third one. So you're going to have some left over. And of course my 3 millimeter hook, yarn, needle, and a pair of scissors. So this is how we're going to start with our little slip knot. We make a little cross over like we normally make, and under and over, and there we go. Chain 8. So let's do this. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And slip into the first chain to make a ring, to form a ring. Just a slip stitch. And now we are going to make 8 petals with treble crochet, and we're going to start by chaining 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that will be our first treble crochet. Now yarn over twice into the loop. Go and grab some yarn on the other side, bring it through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and pause. Do not complete. That's 2/3 of the stitch. Don't complete it, just wait. We need another 2. Yarn over twice, go into that loop, grab some yarn, bring it forward, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and pause. Last time, yarn over twice, go through the loop, grab some yarn, bring it to the front, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and you have your 4 treble crochet, yarn over, 4 treble crochet, done 2/3 of the way, and you're going to pull through all the stitches on the hook to form your petal, and chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we're going to make another petal. Yarn over twice into the hook, and I'm working in the little straggler as I go along, and grab some yarn, bring it to the front, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, pause, yarn over twice, and I'm going to go a little bit faster. Let me just focus. I'm so sorry. Come on, focus. Don't focus on the lovely in the background. There we go. And yarn over twice. Go through, grab some yarn, bring it back, and yarn over the hook, pull through 2, yarn over the hook, pull through 2, pause, yarn over twice into the ring, grab some yarn, bring it to the front, yarn over the hook, and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, pause, and last time, yarn over twice, and through the hook, grab some yarn, bring it to the front, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, come on, and you've got your 4 treble crochets on the hook. Come, focus, and yarn over, and you're going to pull through everything. Come, focus. There we go. Why are you taking so long to focus? 2 petals. Now we need 8, so you're going to just sometimes move them up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and yarn over twice, and through the hook, yarn over, and then we're going to go yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, pause, and yarn over twice, grab some yarn, bring it to the front, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, again yarn over twice, yarn through, bring it to the front, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, last time, yarn over twice, yarn over, there we go, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. You have all 4 petals, all 4 treble crochets, yarn over, pull through all of them, and you've made another petal. See, it's quite easy once you get going. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yarn over twice. I'm going to make the last one with you. Then you continue on your own. Go through the loop, fetch some yarn, bring it to the front, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and pause. Yarn over twice, and through the loop, fetch some yarn, bring it this side, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and pause, yarn over twice, through the hoop, fetch some yarn, bring it to the front, yarn over the hook, pull through 2, yarn over the hook, pull through 2, yarn over twice, through the loop, fetch some yarn, bring it to the front, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. You've got your 4 treble crochets done 2/3 of the way, yarn over, pull through all, and you've made another petal. That is half. 4. You need to do another half, complete another half. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's just see at what we've done. You're just going to need to, it's going to get a bit crowded. So you're just going to need to move a little bit. See, we are creating this little block, and where we are now is halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to go and make another 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll meet you at the end. There we go. I've done my 8 petals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just got to wiggle them a bit to all fit in. I've done my 4 chains. I'm connecting up with like there, you see, going through those, the top of those, and I'm making a slip stitch, just like that, connecting up. Now we are going to go around. Let me get rid of this straggler end that we've worked in, because we don't need this. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do now is chain 6 all around, chain 6, slip stitch, chain 6, slip stitch. So let's just do this. Let's get you going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and jump to the top of the next petal and make a slip stitch, just a slip stitch like that. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, jump to the top of the next petal, go through the top there like that, and just a little slip stitch, and just pull it so everything is nice and tight, no loose stitches. And that's what you're going to do all around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains, top of the next petal, little slip stitch, and I will see you at the end of this round. There we go. We've created some breathing room around this little flower. I'm on my last 6 chains, and at the bottom here I'm just going to slip stitch. Let me just find the place there. I'm just going to slip stitch in there. Okay, and it's a slip stitch. Now we are going to create, this is a circle, we are going to turn this in the next round into a square. So we're starting off with a corner, so we're immediately going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. This will count as a double crochet. Then I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and that will be my corner. Then I'm going to make a double crochet, which will be there I'm turning. See, this is now going to be my one side. So in this first 6 chain loop I come across, in the second chain, I'm going to go through that chain to pin, or how do you say, I don't know how you say it, but I'm going to say pin the double crochet there so that it doesn't move. So that's what we do. We put a double crochet there. Now we need per side 15 double crochets. So we're going to put 7 in the one 6 chain loop and 8 in the next 6 chain loop. So this is 1 of 7. You only need to pin the first one on each side. So we are going to, we've pinned this one. This is 1 of 7. Let's put another 6 in. So this is 1, the second double crochet, and the third double crochet, and I'm just going through the loop, and the fourth double crochet. You don't have to pin anything but the first one, and the fifth double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the sixth double crochet, and the 7 double crochet. Now we're going to jump over to the next 6 chain little loop. We're going to put 8 double crochets into that loop, and you can just start. Don't pin anything, just go into the loop and start making your 8 double crochets. 1 of 8, 2 of 8, 3 of 8, 4 of 8, 5 of 8, 6 of 8, and 7 of 8, and 8 of 8. That is your one side. We're going to make a corner, which is a chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Then you're turning, right? We're turning. We're going to do this side now. And remember, the first double crochet of every side you pin. So in this 6 chain loop, the second chain, there you go, and you put through that chain a double crochet. Now you're going to make 7 and then 8. So in this loop it's 7, the next loop 8, because we need 15. So it's 1 of 7 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 of 7, and you're simply going to go into the next loop and put 8 double crochets. Okay, so that's where we are. I've put my 8 double crochets there. I'm going to turn. We're going to do the next side of our little square. Make your 3 chain space, 1, 2, 3 chains, always at the beginning of a side. In your 6 chain loop, second chain, put your hook through that chain to pin your first double crochet. Now go ahead, and that's 1 of 7, complete 7 and complete 8 double crochets. I'll see you. This is what you've created. So now you've put your 7 and then your 8, and we're going to make 3 chains for to form our corner. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to start on our last side. See, I wanted to make a treble crochet. See, habit, because we've just made the chains, the petals. Okay, so there we go. First double crochet is always pinned in the second chain from the hook. There we go, and 1 of 7 and 2 of 7, 3 of 7, 4 of 7, 5 of 7, 6 of 7, and 7 of 7 double crochets. Hop over to the next one and anywhere, and it is 1 of 8, 2 of 8, 3 of 8, 4 of 8, 5 of 8, 6 of 8, 7 of 8, and remember that 8 of 8 has already been formed by our 3 chain space. So it's going to be, that's the top of that crochet, 1, 2, 3, that's the top of my 3 chain space. Just make a little slip stitch, and that is that. Let's see what we've created. This is what we have created. It's like a little square. So our next step is going to be to put a little border around this square, and just to round it off, and that is going to be equal to, some of you may be familiar with the box stitch. So let's immediately jump into that. The next row is very easy. It's only chains and single crochets. So now we've connected those two. Immediately jump into the corner, make a single crochet, 3 chains and another single crochet in that corner. So it's 1, 2 and a third chain and another single crochet in the same chain space. What you've created is a little corner loop. See, let me just get through there and correct that. So what you've done is you've created a little 3 chain loop. Now we're going to do 3 chains, 1, 2, 3 chains, and we count 1, 2, 3. In the top of the fourth double crochet, you put a single crochet, just like that, and that's going to be all around. So 3 chains, 1, 2, 3 chains, and count 1, 2, 3. In the fourth stitch, top of the fourth one, you put a single crochet. There you go. And that is what we're going to do on every side. Let's just do one side and you can do the other 3 on your own. 1, 2, 3 chains, and look for the fourth. 1, 2, 3, and in the fourth you're going to put a single crochet. There you go. 1, 2, 3 chains, and the fourth one should be in the corner. So 1, 2, 3, yep, fourth one's in the corner, so it's a single crochet, 3 chains, 1, 2, 3 chains, and a single crochet to form your corner, and you're turning your work. There you go. So what you've done now is this. There's your little corner loop. 1, 2, 3, 4 little 3 chain spaces you've created. You're setting it up for the next round, final round, and you're going to continue this for the next 3 rounds, right? You're going to make 3 chain spaces. In the fourth one, make a single crochet, 3 chains. In the top of the fourth stitch, a single crochet, 3 chains in the top of the fourth stitch, a single crochet, and then 3 chains, and the next single crochet should be in the corner. So in your corner you do a single crochet, 3 chains and a single crochet, and you do that again until the end. I'll meet you there. There we are. We've gone all around and we've made these little 3 chain spaces, and I'm in the corner here. This is this single crochet, so I'm going to go into the bottom of that single crochet and just make a slip stitch to end off, right, like that. Now we're going to work in the last round, so we're going to jump into the corner, start with our corner, making a single crochet, which is going to be my first of 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. That will serve as a double crochet. So we're going to form the corner, which is 3 double crochet, 3 chains, 3 double crochet. So that was my first one. Second double crochet, third double crochet, 1, 2 and 3 chains, turn the corner and 3 double crochet. There we go. 1 and 2 and 3. Let me just grab some yarn here, like so. 1 chain space, jump into the next 3 chain space and put 3 double crochets there, like you do for a granny square, a 3 double crochet cluster. This is the closest we're going to get to a granny square in this square today. 1 chain space, jump over to the next 3 chain space and put another 3 double crochets, 3 double crochet cluster in there like that, and 1 chain, find the next 3 chain space, put your 3 double crochet cluster in there, one chain, in the next 3 chain space put a 3 double crochet cluster, there we go, 2 of 3 and 3 of 3, and we're coming to a corner, and we know what to do with a corner. It's going to be 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, just like with a traditional granny square. 1, 2, 3 chains, turn the corner, in the same space we're going to put 3 double crochets. Let me just like that, 1 and 2 and 3 double crochet. That's the corner. So that is what it's looking like. That's what we've done so far. So you're just going to continue with your 3 double crochet cluster, 1 chain, 3 double crochet cluster, 1 chain, 3 double crochet cluster, 1 chain, again 3 double crochet cluster, 1 chain, and in the corner 3 double crochet, 3 chains, 3 double crochet, turn, 1 chain. There's always a chain, 1 chain space between every 3 double crochet cluster. Okay, so I'll see you here at the end. Here we are at our last double crochet, and now I've made my 1 chain space. I just need to do a slip stitch in the top of my 3 chain post, and that is the end of this square that we've created. And we need 12 of these, and they need to be attached in a join as you go method, definitely. So I'm going to end off this one, and then I'm going to show you how this is your first one that you're going to tie off like this, and you're going to work in your end, and I'm going to show you how I work in my ends, just so that we're on the same page. And those of you, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know how I do it. Let's just go through, and I'm aiming for this corner bit where you put all your double crochets. You see, this is the back side of this. That corner has all those loops in one place. That's the perfect place to work in an end. So it's come out there, and I'm going to skip 1 and then work around a second time. Let's just be on camera, I'm so sorry. And then a third time. Just skip 1, and there we go. A third time, beautifully. I want it to be really neat. And there. This is the wrong side. You can see it looks a bit squiggly, like little squiggles. If you turn it over, the right side is much smoother. That's your first square. Now I'm going to show you. You're going to need to make 12 and join them as you go before we can make the border. Okay, so you've started and you've made your second square up to this point. There, we're on the last row. Round. See, I keep on saying row. It's rounds. Okay, so we're on the last round, and you're coming around this way. But you need to keep in mind that you need to now attach this to that square. So what we need to do is this, if it's going to happen, this is where it's going to happen. So don't wait until you're right around here and then want to do it. Nope. Like that. Even on this one, it doesn't matter. Let me just adjust this camera. You can decide, you know, at any stage, if you start, this is where we always start. So we come around the corner and you do the one side. If you decide you want to connect there, that row, that's that round, that side of the round, that's fine. And then you finish connecting and you just finish crocheting your square. I just prefer to wait until I must do it, which is on that side, when I can't do it on this side. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, I'm halfway with my corner. So it's going to be slightly different than just attaching it, because of the look that we want in our little scarf. It's going to be in the corner 3 double crochet, 1 chain, then I'm going to find the corresponding place on that square, and I'm going to put through, grab some yarn, pull through, make a slip stitch and 1 chain, and then finish the corner making 3 double crochets as you've been making all along, so that you're quite familiar with. 1, 2 and 3 double crochets. But what we have been doing is to put 1 chain, and then you used to go over to your next. But now, after putting 1 chain, you're going to hop to the next corresponding place. Just get a hold of this. There, that's the corresponding place. Put your hook through, grab some yarn, pull it through, and just make a little slip stitch and 1 chain. Then come to this side, finish the pattern by making 3 double crochets in your 3 chain space, like this. 1 and 2 and 3 double crochets, 1 chain. Now again finding the corresponding place on that square, put your hook in, grab some yarn, pull it through, make a slip stitch, just a slip stitch, and another chain, and then a 3 double crochet cluster in your next 3 chain space, as you've been doing all along. And let me just show you what we are doing. This is what we are doing, but we have to create a bit of space there. I don't want it to be right on top of it, because it's a lacy wearable that we're making. See? So let's just continue doing that. We've done 3 double crochets. So we're quickly going to hop over. We're going to make a chain, 1 chain, and we're going to hop over to the corresponding little space there. Go through, grab some yarn, make a slip stitch, make another chain, come through to this side, put 3 double crochets in there. There we go. 1, 2. Wait, that yarn split on me. I don't like that. I want it to be perfect. Sorry. This is me. Just have to be perfect there. 3 double crochets. There we go. 1. Sometimes I find I need to turn the hook to, you know, end it off, especially when it's a slip stitch. Like this. 1 chain into the corresponding square, go through, grab yarn, come through, make a slip stitch, then another chain, and I'm turning the hook here to make it beautifully. Go into your next 3 chain space, quickly put your, not quickly, at your leisure, put your 3 double crochets. It doesn't really matter how fast you work, because when you're done, there's 1 chain, go and connect quickly. No, I don't want to say, I want to say quickly, because that's how I do it. 1 chain, that's a slip stitch, and then 1 chain, come back. I taught my daughter as well, it doesn't matter how fast you work, but it must be very neat, because once it is done, people are not going to look at it and say, oh, you did this really fast. No, all they will see is it beautiful or is it not? Bottom line. That is the bottom line. I'm Miss Bottom line. 1 chain, because I'm in the corner, and I'm going to go and connect to that corner, putting my hook through, bringing the yarn through, making a slip stitch, and 1 chain. And I'm just, you know, make sure everything's nice and neat, and coming back here to just complete the corner with your 3 double crochets, and then we're finishing off the last side. That's now, come on, that's the end of that corner, and 1 chain. We're going to go into our next 3 chain space, putting your 3 double crochets there, and every block you are going to, every square you're going to connect like this. So you're going to, on the last row, you're going to start on the corner, go around, on the 3rd side, you're going to connect to the next square, and then just finish off the last 4th side like I'm doing here now. That's just how we're going to do it, like this, and a 1 chain, and my last 3 chain space, I'm putting in 3 double crochets, 1 chain, and a slip stitch into the top of that 3 chains. There we go, done and dusted. Come on, like so, and work that in and make another 10 and join as you go. And then I see you now, you see this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to pull it slightly, iron it with my hand. You can see like that. Looks beautiful. I don't really believe in blocking something, because if your math is right, you know, things are going to work right. But sometimes you just need to tell the stitches where to go. So you just slightly pull it like that, you just slightly pull it like that, you know, because there is a border coming around. So, and everything is the same amount of stitches. So now that's how you're going to go. You make your another one, and you do the corner, come around and around, and then you lay your square here, you join as you go the way I've shown you now, and you finish off your last one, and you need to make 12. Okay, I've done my 12 squares, and it is looking absolutely gorgeous. I'm now going to put a little edge around it. It's going to be 2 rows, but very quick 2 rows. The first row is a single crochet in every stitch, and the reason for that is this cotton is always a bit heavy, And this is going to be hanging around someone's neck. And I don't want it to pull, stretch, lose its shape or anything. So I'm going to put a single crochet in every stitch. Then we're going to come around and just finish it off like we did with the border, box border. Just make your slip knot like we've made so many times. And there we go. I'm going to pick the bottom corner and just start in there. And we're just going to single crochet. This is a corner. Okay, so let me just start just before the corner, because in the corner there's 3 stitches and I want to make 3 single crochets in there. So just before that, start and I make a single crochet like that, and in the next stitch another single crochet and a single crochet. I must tell you that this yarn is beautiful to work with. It just slips off the hook. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 single crochets in the corner, and then 1 in every stitch as it presents itself, a single crochet. I just find that it is really, I'd like to, it's like securing it, you know, giving it a frame, keeping it all together. And that is that. So I'm going to meet you when we cross over from one square to another. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. So just keep going. See you at the next square. So here we get to the, this is after the first square. Now remember our corners have 3 chains, and then when we connect it's 1 chain, a slip stitch into this corner and another 1 chain. So I am literally going to crochet as it presents. So I see 1, 2 stitches there, and I see 1, 2 stitches there. See, so I'm going to go through this one, make a single crochet, through this one that I can see, make a single crochet, and through the next one that I can see, make a single crochet, and then in the next top of the next double crochet. There we go. So you're literally not going to invent stitches as they present themselves. As they step up to the plate, they're going to get a single crochet for all their effort. Okay, so that is how we're going to go all around, and I'm going to see you. Remember, do 3 single crochets in the corner where you have your 3 stitches. See you again here. Okay, so we have done the entire thing, 1 border of single crochet. See how lovely that looks as it presented itself. It's really adding a little bit of sturdiness there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go around one more time, the last time, and let me just show you how I end off here where I started, like this. And that is the last slip single crochet. That's the next single crochet. I'm going to slip into that one, just make a slip stitch and 1 chain up, and I'm going to, in the same space, put a single crochet and 1 chain, and I'm going to skip 1, and in the next one make a single crochet. just like this. One chain, skip one, and in the next one put a single crochet like that. Come on, focus. Don't split on me like this. And it's going to be, I'm going around my corner, one chain, skip one, and in the next one put a single crochet. One chain, skip one, and in the next one put a single crochet. One chain, skip one, in the next one put a single crochet. So that's what you're going to let me just do a few more so you can see what it looks like. Skip one and work a single crochet into the next one, one chain, skip a stitch, in the next stitch a single crochet, one chain, skip one, in the next one a single crochet, one chain, skip one, in the next one a single crochet, a chain, and let's see, just move that away so we can see that against the light. So that's what it's going to look like. Very close to what we've done. It's just going to add a bit of strength, which it will need because of the weight of the cotton. So just continue, and a single crochet, one chain, skip a stitch, in the next stitch a single crochet, one chain, skip a stitch, in the next stitch a single crochet. And you saw at the corner I didn't do anything around the corner, just continued. You work one, skip one, work one, skip one, work one, skip one. Around the corner you do the same. Okay, so I'm going to meet you here at the beginning again. So I've gone around and I'm back here, and I've just made a single crochet and one chain, and I'm going to slip stitch in the top of that single crochet and just connect it and just slip, and there we go. There we go. Lovely. Secure it, work it in, and that is what our edge is going to look like. It's going to be secure, you know. Look at this. It's going to be, this thing is going to hang around someone's neck, and this scarf is going to hang around someone's neck, and the single crochets, one row of single crochet and one row of single crochet with a space in between, is going to support the structure of this scarf, little summer scarf. Yes, so that it doesn't, you know, if it's going to stretch and take the weight, this is going to keep it together, to keep its shape, to be beautiful. Now it's time to do the fringes. So let's just get to that. So what's happening here is that I have marked from there to there 36 centimeters. Now I've put a yarn needle there and a yarn needle there, so that I know between those two needles, that's my 36 centimeters. And I sort of pull the yarn, ironing it with my, you know, if you sort of do this, just getting all the crinkles out of it, put it down there, and then I would go and snip, and that is one length of 36 centimeters, or if I turn this over, it says 14 inches, 36 centimeters, and I need 5 per tassel. So you're now going to make a whole bunch of them like I've done, and then we have another chat. So I need 5 per tassel. So I've laid it all down here, 5 of them. And then I see, let me just slightly tilt this camera. Let me just slightly tilt this camera. Can you see that at the 36 centimeter mark, they are slightly over? Let me just get it right there. Yes. Get this right. There we go, 36 centimeters. So now, all I'm going to do here is just what is over, just so that they are all the same length, right? And I need, this is, so 5 strands is 1 tassel, and I need 6 times 2, that's 12. So you need 5 strands per tassel, and there are 6 tassels per side. So 5 times 6 is 30 lengths on this side and 30 lengths on that side. So what I've done now is, you know how we've done it now. I've showed you how to do it. This is my tassel that I've prepared, and I'm going to, this is 12 centimeters. So it's roughly every 2 centimeters you're going to put a tassel. So I'm just going to look for a little place here that has, you know, we've put a single crochet, 1 chain space, single crochet, 1 chain space, and that's what I'm looking for. So let's just go through there, for instance, from the bottom up. That's how you're going to do it. Then pull it through, and this is what I did. Now I use my fingers to go through and pull it through like this, and then just holding on tight, just lightly. Don't want to yank it, but it's supposed to, you know, you just like that. And now I'm going to do the last one with you from my little lot, and I made a lot, and some of them weren't even snipped on both sides. So let's find 5 of them. I just see that they match on the one side like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need another one and another single little strand. 5 strands that start at the same place on this side. Just gently sort of pull it through like that. You can see they're not perfect, matching up at the bottom there. And here is my top. Going through my last, pick my last little space in the center there as I can get. I'm looking for it myself. So that seems like a good space there. Come on. There. And from the bottom up, pull your tassels through to the bottom. And then, well, you can go like this. But I prefer to hold it with my fingers. Now that it's through, I'll just hold it and gently tuck it. If there's some of those strands that are not where they should be. So this is how it's going to look. You feel like taking out a brush and brushing it. So now I'm going to do this. Just gently. Nothing must jump back. I don't want to stretch something that's going to jump back. See, like this. Now I'm going to measure, because they need to be like 17 centimeters. Can you see that there are, that one's over, that one's over. There's here and there's one that's under, but the majority. So now I'm just going to do this That one needs a snip, and that one needs a snip. That one needs a little snip. And that's it. That is it. And that's what it's going to look like. Beautiful. Let me just adjust the camera a bit. So this is what we've created. It really looks red on camera, I think, as far as I can see. But it is a shocking fuchsia pink. Beautiful, beautiful. 12 of these little beauties. You know, just shake it out. There we go. And this is, when you give it to your friend, you should say, this is not when you're done with all your chemo and your therapy. This is not to remind you of the worst, one of the worst times in your life. This is to remind you that there are so many people out there who love and care for you. This is like a little flower, so this is like a little bouquet that you're giving that's going to last much longer than normal flowers. And you give people normal flowers to remind them that you love them. This is no different. This is to say, when you look at this, remember, there are people out there who care about you, who pray for you, and who love you. And after everything, you look back and you say, this is a reminder that of all those people who cared for me and who loves me. Not the bad times. Remember the good. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and bye.